I've been gaming now for well over 10 years. I've been a coach for around 8 years. And there's one piece of wisdom that if I could give you this to apply to your game as well as your life as a whole, if there's just one piece of wisdom that if I could just force you to apply this to your life, like I could just take a chip, put it into your head, and you have to live your life based on this piece of wisdom, this is what it is. You have to be excited about what could go right and never fear what could go wrong. And so I want to give you a quick little example of this. So I had a scenario years ago where I was still kind of chubby. I still did not really have a great game. And, I dressed poorly. I was in my early days of game. And I saw this girl. I was in Chicago. And I saw this girl where she was just the most beautiful blonde girl you've ever seen. Just extremely fit, perfect body, perfect ass, perfect everything, beautiful face. And I remember she was wearing this sort of, this like pink, almost bikini top type thing at the club, tight core, everything. Again, I'm still kind of chubby. I see this girl and I decide, you know what? I'm gonna approach this chick. In my mind, it's just to like, I don't even know, to face a fear, to, like a one-off kind of thing. I'm obviously not gonna get this chick. Well, that weekend, I ended up sleeping with this girl. Now, there's a lot more to it than that as far as how it all went down, but I ended up actually sleeping with this chick. And at that time, this girl was so wildly outside of the realm of the type of woman that I was getting, that I felt like I deserved. And I could have looked at this girl and it was an unbelievable experience. And I could have looked at this girl and I could have thought, all the things that could go wrong. She's going to reject me in front of her hot friends that are standing right there. Oh, that guy that's over there, was he with her? Oh, this better looking guy that's hitting on her, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to look like an idiot. Who am I to go up to that girl? I could have feared everything that went wrong, but instead, I was excited about what could go right, and it did go right. And you guys are just straight up not approaching out of all of the fears of all the things that you think could go wrong. And the fucking dirty little secret of the universe is that it really never goes wrong. The worst thing that happens is that you get your ego demolished in that moment. But guess what that does? That strengthens your ego. It makes you stronger. You got that experience under your belt. It made you stronger. And now, even when it quote unquote went wrong, it went right. So you must, in all aspects of life, whether it's investing in yourself, going for a girl, whatever it is, bro, you have to be excited about what could go right and stop fearing what could go wrong. And when you start living your life that way, everything actually starts going right. I can apply this to fucking everything, bro. Everything. And I have countless stories like that where I went for girls that were outside of my realm, that would never have swiped right on me on a dating app, that even if I involved in a social setting with them, they just would not have been interested in me, but I went for it and I made things happen. So when you start going for being excited about what could go right, everything starts going right, and you stop fearing what could go wrong, nothing actually ends up going wrong. That's all there is to it. You guys are living a very, very risk-averse life. And I believe that living a life of risk aversion is death. It's absolute death. Now, if you're a guy who you are living a life of risk aversion, you are fearing what could go wrong instead of being excited about what could go right, then what I need you to do right now is I need you to click on the link that I've provided down below, and I'm going to coach you. Okay, so it's an application link. All you're going to do is you're going to click that, and we're going to get on the phone, and I'm going to listen to a little bit about what you've got going on as far as, are you an incel at the moment? You got no chicks. Your life is kind of in shambles. You feel like you don't have the confidence that is required to even go after what you want and be excited about what could go right. We're going to talk about that. And I'm going to talk to you about the coaching that I offer. And if you're somebody you're one of these guys, you've been watching my content for a long period of time and you have not taken action. I talk to these guys all the time. I know one of you right now, you're watching this and you've been watching for 3 years and you haven't done an approach in 3 years. I know that's you. And I just want to ask, like, what do you think? If you can't just take a little bit of a leap now to get on the phone with Aaron Alexander, then are you going to ever take the leap and go out and actually do 10 approaches in a night and make out with a hot chick and pull her and become a guy who is actually out taking action? You think you're just going to do that on your own? It's very, very unlikely. There are so many people that live in some little fantasy world where they're going to figure out their business on their own and their dating life and their fitness or whatever. And it's so foolish to not at least speak with an expert. I can't imagine just feeling as being caught in inaction for years and then thinking, oh, well, soon I'm going to wake up and I'm going to be in action. It's not going to happen. Click the link down below. We're going to hop on a call. And even that one call could probably change your life. Even just speaking with me, even just for a few moments, could be wildly, wildly impactful for you. And then if you decide that you want to move forward with coaching, then we're going to move forward with coaching. I'll talk to you soon. Click the link down below. Be excited about what could go right and stop fearing what could go wrong.
I don't know what magic Aaron did in 5 minutes. I'm a completely changed man now, and I'm fucking taking actions and getting results. This guy is genius.
Was that your first instant date ever?
It was my first instant date ever.
The thing about Aaron's bootcamp, which is great, is you'll first meet him and you will just get his energy straight away. I feel on one hand more carefree and loose, but then on the other hand really more driven and with more intensity.
I just did Aaron's bootcamp and I believe it's probably one of the best things I've ever done in my life. All the sticking points I had, I just overcame those things like in a fucking one weekend. And I'm just excited to see what I can do next. But the thing is, my hunger just went up because he instilled his beliefs. I would highly recommend Aaron's bootcamp.
Took the Aaron Alexander bootcamp, felt great doing it. Went on my first 2 ever Insta dates. For the first few approaches, got in the zone and had a great time overall.
This is my first bootcamp with Aaron Alexander. It was an amazing experience. I had 2 Insta dates today. It was fucking phenomenal. Things are looking up from here, so check it out. Go for it. See what's up.
First day of boot camp with Aaron Alexander. And honestly, I feel so good. Like I'm even holding a camera in the middle of the street. I'm just such in a good flow. Aaron throws you into a bunch of different sets and it gets you moving and he really motivates you to get out of your comfort zone.
The bootcamp was great, to be honest. I definitely recommend it. Aaron, he really pushed me to do a lot of approaches. He'll guide me and he helped me with, from my voice, the way I stop the gear. So
I had so much fun in the bootcamp because I got to talk to so many women. It was amazing and I want to do it again. Aaron taught me a little bit on how to cold read and I was able to pull.
So what can I say is that I was a bit hesitant to do this, because I started analyzing, is this really worth going around, bothering people, this is not me, I don't like to bother people and all that. Literally, it changed my reality. It's like I'm in a different, my life is different. Whatever was possible before or what was not possible before now is possible.
So I've been on multiple boot camps with Aaron. I've done a few different coachings with him and I love it. I love his coaching. I definitely feel a lot more confident in myself. I've recently been talking to this woman that said in the last 2 or 3 weeks of us talking, she felt way more of a connection than somebody she was with for years.